With us now, the national president for the Zionist Organization of America, Morton Klein. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good to be with you.
So, Morton, your thoughts on what Bibi is saying, what other world leaders and their reaction to what President Trump did?
First of all, I must commend Trump. I believe he will go down in history as a Churchillian peacemaker for what he's done. But the most important thing I want to point out is this is not only Israel's war, this is America's war and the world's war. In the rallies every week led by the Iranian mullahs, they scream death to America, America's the great Satan. Only then do they say death to Israel. Iran has terrorized and been at war with America since we took over the U.S. Embassy in 1979, taking as hostage hundreds of Americans. They killed 241 Marines in Lebanon. They killed Americans in the Khobar Towers, the USS Cole. They killed Americans when they attacked the U.S. Embassy in Africa. They killed Americans in thousands in the Iraq and Afghanistan war. And this is what people don't even realize. They were deeply involved in funding and training the terrorists who did 9/11. They worked with Al-Qaeda. And they're also been developing, Iran has ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles that can reach America. Why do they have to develop missiles to reach America if their problem is with Israel? Because they want to destroy the major non-Muslim country in the world. If Israel didn't exist, America would have to hit Iran anyway. People have to understand this. And let me finally say, why is Iran at war with America? It's not about land. It's not about economics. It's not about the Palestinians. This is a religious war against non-Muslims. The U.S. is the most important non-Muslim country. They believe, the Muslims believe, these religious Muslims, that they need to cause chaos and destroy the U.S. and Israel, that this will bring the Muslim Messiah, the Mahdi. And once that happens, they will create an Islamic caliphate where the world is run by Islam. People have to understand these sorts of things, which I think too few people realize.
Talk to us about how bad policy, you touched upon it, 1979, the Iranian hostage crisis. We also know Barack Obama's Iran nuclear deal, 2015, Joe Biden lifting of the sanctions, giving a lot of billions of dollars to the mullahs. How did bad policy bring us to this point?
That was an atrocious deal that Obama made. By the way, if that deal was intact now, right now, all restrictions would be off. They could develop nuclear weapons. That's how horrible the deal was. They eliminated Obama and Biden all sanctions, enabling them to gain hundreds of billions of dollars in money. And let me tell you, they understand that by doing this to Iran, by giving Iran hundreds of billions of dollars, it will not appease them. This is a religious war against the West. I believe, and no one will ever say this, that Barack Hussein Obama made these plans with Iran in order to harm Israel in a very serious way. This was not appeasement. This was evil intent by Barack Hussein Obama. And I have to say, when they scream that this is these are civilian energy needs, this is not for nuclear weapons. Why do you build deeply into a mountain your facilities if in fact it's civilian? Obviously, this was in order to create nuclear weapons and destroy Israel and go after the West as well.
Mort, we would call that a mic drop, what you just said right there.
A boom.
Boom. Mic drop. Thank you, Mort and Brooke. Thank you both for joining us.